I don't know if you guys can hear what I'm hearing, and I've already complained to you about my neighbor over there, but I'm like baffled right now. He just pulled into his house with the loudest booming stereo ever. It's still going, but the dude has little kids at home, and currently the time I'm filming, I would think that they're asleep. So if everything in my room is shaking and everything in my house is loud and like bumping like we're in a fucking club, how does that dude's family not hate him? Maybe they do. Maybe that's why he goes out all the time. I don't know. The neighbor saga continues. Hi guys, my name is Lacey of Spooky Listen Fat Hips, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm also gonna welcome myself back to my YouTube channel because I took like a week and a half break. And I'm very sorry about that. I kind of go into more detail in tomorrow's video as to why I was gone for those days. But long story short, there was a family thing going on. I kind of had to deal with it. Everything's good now though. I feel okay and I'm excited to be back. I have so many new ideas for videos and so many things I want to film this weekend, including today's video. Today I'm going to be filming the makeup mess tag. And this is a tag that I actually have created myself. So, fun story, I always get recommended those Shook compilations, which is like, YouTuber does this for 3 minutes straight, so you know what I'm talking about. And the one that got recommended for me was Shane Dawson being annoyed by makeup or Jeffree Star or something in that realm. It was when him and Jeffree Star did the collab where Jeffree Star did his makeup. And at one point during that collab, very matter-of-factly, Shane Dawson just like looks around at everything and goes, "Makeup is messy." And like so serious and so distraught about it. And I thought, that's amazing and that's so perfectly true. Makeup is messy. Makeup is a little nasty sometimes. And no one ever talks about it. Especially beauty YouTubers. We only talk about like the good stuff and products when they're fresh and new and like things we love and stuff. We don't talk about the icky side of makeup, So I was inspired to create a whole tag about just the kind of nasty parts of makeup that no one ever really talks about. I mean this in all like fun, and I mean this in good spirit. I also made sure no one else had done anything like this before. If I'm wrong, correct me, but I'm pretty sure I'm the first one to think of something like this on YouTube. So yeah, I've created 15 questions to talk about the things that maybe we don't like to talk about in makeup. It's all silly, it's all fun, it's all just makeup. What do I always say? Don't take that stuff too seriously. Without further ado, I need a better phrase to get started, but here we go. The notebook is back, but this time I have to stick to it because I wrote my own questions. Alright, the makeup mess tag. Question number 1. How often do you wash your makeup brushes / sponges? I try to wash my brushes at least once a week, and I'll show you what I do. I keep an empty cup on my vanity, normally empty, and as I use brushes throughout the week, I put them in this cup, and I build on it all week, and as soon as this cup's full, I know it's time to clean them all, and that normally takes about a week. Makeup sponges get cleaned when I clean my brushes. However, I'm very guilty of not cleaning my sponges before I use them daily, and yeah, it's kind of nasty. Question number 2. How do you organize your makeup collection? I have a whole room dedicated to makeup. I have a beauty room. I also keep my dresser and my china cabinet with all my like most personal and valuable belongings and some jewelry and stuff. It's kind of just like my favorite room. It's my special room, as cheesy as that sounds. But I have a vanity that was my great-grandmother's, and I use the 2 drawers in that, and on top of everything to organize as much as I can, and I've put textured contact paper in the drawers so I can sit my items like upwards so I can have them like all visual at once so nothing's overlapping. And then I also have 2 halves of an old antique desk on either side, just the drawer parts of this old desk that actually matches my vanity perfectly. And all of those drawers have contact paper and items stacked in those. And then I have 4 baskets with palettes in them. But every single drawer is dedicated to something. So bronzers have their own drawer, blushes have their own drawers, etc. Question number 3. Do you put your makeup products away when you're done using them, or do you leave them out for tomorrow? This honestly depends. Like I said, my beauty room is my favorite room. It's like my happy place. So I feel the best when I wake up and enter a clean room and can get ready in a clean room, including my vanity. That's not always realistic. Sometimes I'm tired and I go to bed and I leave everything away and out. And it just annoys me in the morning. But I prefer it when I can put everything away. Doesn't mean I always do that. Question number 4. Loose or pressed powders? Depends. Loose setting powder for sure. However, it's ruining my life. I literally have just a cast of loose powder film all over everything in my beauty room. It's not dust, it's loose powder because I feel like there's no neat way to apply loose powder. I don't understand how you do it without getting it all over yourself, getting all over your shirt, getting all over your stuff. I try to dust it all away, it just comes back because I use loose powder every day. I just got into loose highlighters. They're really nice. Loose anything else like blushes or bronzers, I don't even know if those are a thing, but keep them the hell away from me because I would just dump it all over myself and all over my shit. Question number 5. Do you ever fall asleep without taking your makeup off? I used to only go to bed without taking my makeup off up until like within the last 2 years. I had no nighttime routine. I didn't really give a shit. I would fall asleep in my makeup, wake up in the morning, take a shower and wash it all off. I've gotten a lot better. I've gotten a lot more mature. Now I really feel like I can't get comfortable if I haven't taken my makeup off. Like as it approaches the end of the day, it's kind of like that feeling of you need to take a bra off if you're a bra wearer. As I get more and more tired, I get more and more grumpy because my face feels nasty and I can't go to sleep without it. Unless it's like been a long night of debauchery or I came home from a concert or like any situation where I'm so tired to the point where standing at a sink would make me want to die, then I'm taking my makeup off. But I think that's only because I don't just use wipes to take my makeup off. I have a whole spiel with goo and wiping goo away and washing with a brush and all that crap. So sometimes when I'm being lazy, I'll use just a makeup wipe. Mostly I make sure it's off. Question number 6. What makeup rules do you like to break? How many can I break? That sounded dumb. But you guys know this, I bitch about the term wearable all the time. I love colorful makeup, I love intense eyeliner, I love bright highlighters, I love all the things that people kind of liked for a minute and no longer tend to like anymore. I like heavy contour, I like very drag-inspired makeup. That's not always the most conducive for professional settings, but I don't know, I think most people in my life, professionally and otherwise, understand what they get with me. But I do clean up well when it's needed. But yeah, as far as the original question, I wear all kinds of crazy colors. I combine all kinds of crazy colors. I go heavy-handed with certain things. My brows are blocky and Instagram-y even when we're making the switch back to more natural brows. I just really march to the beat of my own makeup drum. That would be a cool drum. Question number 7. Will you use a product even if it's cracked or broken? No. That sounds like superficial of me, but really I feel like most makeup products are fixable. If it's so broken beyond repair, it's probably worth throwing out, but pressed powders are easy to, press back with alcohol. Things like broken lipsticks can be fixed with some heat. I really feel like, I don't know, personally I like my makeup to look nice because then I'm more apt to reach for it. If my makeup looks nasty, I'm going to associate it as being nasty even if it was just brand new and it broke. That's why on my Instagram a lot I'll post like, oh shit, I just broke something, I immediately fixed it, because that's how I'll ensure that I'll keep using it. And I don't know if that's correct thing or not, but I just like my makeup to look nice. I'm a very organized person and I like my makeup to stay organized and cleanly looking. Question number 8. Do you wait to pan a product completely before you replace it? Most of the time, no. And that's been a problem. That's why I have a whole backup drawer full of shit, which is why one of my goals for this year was to clear out my backup drawer, because I would like to start panning things. I would like to use something completely up before I replace it. The only things I really do that with currently are like skincare or hair care, because I don't know, those things tend to go quicker than makeup. But I do have backups for some powder makeup products and stuff, and I don't really need them. So no, I don't wait to fully pan an item before I replace it. But I'm stopping that. Question number 9. How do you feel about sharing makeup? I don't care if it's like a powder product. Things like lip products skeeve me out and eye products are a definite no. I've come up with like this rule for myself for sharing makeup. If I would kiss the person, then I would share my makeup with the person. And it doesn't have to be like a full make-out kiss, but like in my head, if I would like hug him and give him a kiss on the cheek, whatever, that to me associates that I have the kind of relationship close enough with them that it's okay if they use my makeup. I'm sure it's never okay to share makeup ever, but in my mind, that's the rule that I stick by. Going off of that though, question number 10. How do you feel about buying or trading used makeup? I'm not as for it as I used to be. When I first discovered the website Glambot, which if you don't know, Glambot is a website where you can sell your used makeup to and they will clean it and resell it. And I've gotten really nice, wonderful, barely if ever touched makeup from Glambot. But then I've equally been sent some pretty shitty quality things that they claimed on their website were not bad. Also, I don't believe they check for expiration dates or anything like that because they'll sell collector's pieces, limited edition things that haven't been on the shelves for like years. They'll sell probably very old makeup, and I think it's icky. I think there's no excuse. I don't care how rare or exclusive or limited edition item was. It's not worth it. Just take that money and buy something new with it. Buy something clean with it. It's just nasty. It's just fucking gross. And I'm saying this because I'm guilty of doing it. And that was like in the worst stages of my makeup addiction. Just fucking don't. It's not worth it. But on the other hand, if it's like a friend passing along makeup, like I give makeup to my friends all the time, I wouldn't mind the other way around. Like, again, it goes back to the first rule. If I trust the person and I have that kind of closeness with that person anyway, it doesn't really bother me. And a lot of makeup is easy to sanitize anyway. Strangers, on the other hand, I don't know what its story was or where it came from. It's probably not worth it. Question number 11. How often do you declutter makeup? I used to declutter makeup so often, but that was because I was buying makeup so often and I needed to keep like having space for it, which is a really crappy place to be in. I actually made a whole video about the cycles of collecting and decluttering makeup, but I just did a declutter like the turn of the year. It was mostly just lipsticks that I gave away to my best friends, but every once in a while I'll find things that I send to Project Beauty Share, which is an organization that collects makeup and sanitizes it to distribute to women's shelters and women in need. But I don't do that nearly as much as I used to because I'm not finding that I'm replacing things at the same rate that I used to. I feel like if you find yourself constantly decluttering makeup, that means maybe, I don't know. I'm not here to tell anyone that they do or do not have too much makeup because God knows I have too much damn makeup and you all know I have too much makeup. But I just feel like I said in my past video, it's kind of an unhealthy cycle when you find yourself giving it too much. So I would say at the point I am now, maybe like once a year I'll declutter makeup just to like start the year fresh. I'm much more stricter on what I buy too, so I find myself with less shit that I wanted to declutter in the first place. Question number 12. Do you ever use your fingers to apply makeup? Not if I can help it. I wouldn't say I'm like a germaphobe, but I do like make sure my hands are very clean before I do my makeup because I want my brushes to stay clean. I want my makeup to stay clean so that way I can keep it longer. So I really don't like to put my phalanges all up in my shit. If it's a product that necessitates a finger being used, such as like a cream eyeshadow or something, like a ColourPop Super Shock for example. But even then, I have very flat synthetic brushes. Like I will try everything before I get to the point of putting my digits on my face. I don't know why. I think it's because like I always watch YouTube videos when I do my makeup and I'm like touching my phone and stuff, so I don't want to cross-contaminate as much as I possibly can. Like I really try to keep that on a low, and I feel like that in the long run makes it so your skin stays healthy and your makeup stays clean and all that good stuff. But I know people who like apply their full face practically with fingers, and that to me is insane. Not like in a bad way, just like I feel like I have a brush for every step of everything. I don't know. More power to you. They're nature's tools. Question number 13. What products, if any, do you hoard in your purse, /bag, /backpack, etc.? I'm a lip product hoarder. In fact, let's go see what's in my backpack right now. Okay, I wasn't too bad this week. I have 2 Kat Von D lipsticks and a Lime Crime Velveteen in my backpack. Normally, I have it like 7 to 8 lip products in my bag at any given time because I'll wear a different lip product every day and then throw it in my bag and then like never take it out. Plus, on top of that, in my like traveling makeup bag that I keep with me, I keep like emergency lip products, like an emergency black lipstick, an emergency nude lipstick just in case the lipstick I'm currently wearing disappears in life and I have to make sure that my lips aren't naked. I have like 80 chapsticks, I have lip oils, I don't know, lip products are like my kryptonite when it comes to traveling. Question number 14, what is your least favorite step in your makeup routine? Literally like anything that is an eyeshadow, but probably foundation. Like I hate sitting down, putting primer on, putting foundation, doing the concealer, setting it all. I hate it. I much rather do the powder products part of my makeup because that part just, I don't know. You have to make sure everything's blended nicely. You have to make sure it's set correctly so you can put everything else on. I feel like it just takes too long. I want to stop wearing foundation for that reason alone. And finally, question 15. What is your worst makeup memory? Where do I start? I've mentioned before, high school was a rough time. I exclusively wore like black pencil liner, black eyeshadow, and crusty black mascara with that one Maybelline Moussey foundation that we were all obsessed with in the early 2000s for some reason. That was always much too pink for me. That was a dark time. Anything before filling in brows was a dark time. Most recently, it hit me during a school trip, like traveling to a conference. We stopped at a rest stop and I looked in the mirror and I noticed that the setting powder that I had been using to blot my face was a shade too deep from my actual skin tone. So I had these like almost orange looking splotches of where I had powdered myself. That's a dark time. Also, I think early contouring for me was a dark place too because it's kind of, I don't know, it's tricky angles and beard looking messes and just heavy handed. I'm sure I'll look back at myself in like a year and be like, oh god, because I look back at pictures from like months ago and I'm like, ugh. I feel like every day is a dark makeup memory. Every day is a worse makeup memory. I'm always learning. And that is everything. That is my makeup mess tag. What do you guys think? I would love it if any one of you made a video doing this tag. I'm personally, because the whole point of a tag is to tag other people to do it, I'm going to tag Georgia Harris, I'm going to tag Makeup Struggles, I'm going to tag Laura May Beauty, because they're all my YouTube buddies, and I'm going to probably throw some more people down in my description box, but if I haven't tagged you, and you're watching this video, and you want to do this tag, please do it. Just, like, throw me some credit, because I'm, like, nervous about this, and I hope that it receives well. But yeah, I want to talk about the stuff that no one really ever talks about. Just to thank you, Shane Dawson, for reminding us that makeup's nasty sometimes. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any ideas for any currently established tags that you want me to do, let me know. If there's anybody that you want to do this tag, show them my videos so that they can see it and get the questions. I will put them in the description bar down below. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!